Hello, my name is Jamie, and today I am doing a book review on Hero Over Here, a story of World War I by Kathleen v. Kudlinski. I enjoyed reading this book a lot, and I just wanted to say that I enjoy making videos for this channel because I get to bring to you these books that are fantastic, really, and that you may not have known about previously. So this is one of those books that I didn't know about. It just showed up in my kids' curriculum, and we started reading it, and I was like, hey, this is a quality book. It's not very long. It's only 54 pages, but it is a bit of a read. For 54 pages, they do squeeze in a lot of words in here. The words are smaller, the margins are smaller, but it's a short story, just a few chapters. Let me see, real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chapters. Not even 7, 6 chapters. The last chapter is about this book, which I didn't read. I should have. 54 pages, published in 1990. The story of this book is this boy's name is Theodore, and this book takes place at the tail end of World War I. If you don't know anything about World War I, it was about a 4-year war, but the Americans didn't join the war until the very end, the last year, 1918. So this is an American novel, historical novel, and this is Theodore. Theodore's father and brother are leaving to join the war, and he is staying home with his mother and sister. Well, while the men are off at war, a flu hits those at home. It hits the soldiers too, but we're following Theodore in this story. It's the Spanish flu. It spread like wildfire. It was very contagious, and it was very deadly. It wasn't like your regular flu where you're sick for a week and then you get up. Some people would die overnight. They would be sick, and then the next day they would be dead. So this book is how Theodore is met with his father and brother being gone, and the Spanish flu coming in and taking over the city. School was canceled, and his mother and sister both got sick, and young Theodore, was left to care for them because there was no one else to do it. Young boys during this time wore these short pants called knickers, where you can see their socks on the bottom. And for the majority of the book, he's wearing these knickers. But there's a point of time, without giving too much away, there's a point of time in the book where Theodore realizes that he has been doing a man's job, taking care of his mother and sister, because his father wasn't home to do these things. He had been taking care of the house. He had been feeding them. He had just been the man of the house while his father and brother were away. So there's this point in the book where he decides he will not wear knickers again. He puts them away, and he goes to his brother's room, and he grabs a pair of actual pants, and he puts them on. And it's this kind of a turning point in the book, because the whole book, he's afraid. He doesn't think he can do it. He's just, so much responsibility has been piled on his young soldiers, and he doesn't think he's qualified. He is upset that there's no one to help him. He's overwhelmed and scared for himself because he thinks he might get sick. And then there's this turning point in the book where he mans up. He puts away his knickers. He grabs his brother's pants and puts those on, and he accepts the role that's been given to him during this extremely difficult time when there is no one else to do this hard work. I'm getting choked up. I'm a very emotional person, and these books get to me, man. They get to me right here. So it's a really good story, and it's a really good one to read to kids to show them that they can be more than just a kid. they can step up and do what is right. They can do their best to help. They have more strength in them than they think they do. And it was just a wonderful story. And it's a positive story. Like there's elements in it that are sad. Like some people do die from the flu because it's historical, and that happened. It really did. But the end of the book is very positive, and it warms your heart, and it makes you grateful to have read it. We just finished a unit on World War I. We're about to go into World War II. So reading this book and seeing more what people at home were dealing with, it was eye-opening, and it's a good one to read alongside the history books concerning World War I. So, very good. It is illustrated, and it has very nice illustrations, actually. Let me show them to you. They're like kind of a sketch, so like if you like look really close, you can see all the lines, but like if you back up, it creates the whole picture, and I just really liked these illustrations. Very imaginative, very creative. The artist, it says, Bert Dodson, did a wonderful job. Good job, Bert. I like your illustrations. They did. Here you can see he's looking in on his sick mother. But the illustrations really added to the story. It helped tell the story, and it helped you have a visual of what was going on. And it kept with the feel of the book. Like they weren't like so bright that you lost sight of what we're talking about. The illustrations helped with the story and did not hinder it. So, very good. Here's a picture of his sister getting sick. And I think that's all I want to say about this book. Very good. Highly recommend it. I enjoyed it. My son enjoyed it. And it was a good story. It was not boring in the slightest. It was well written. I enjoyed the writing style. It was not simple and fluffy. It was matter of fact while still being attention grabbing. You wanted to keep reading, and I love it when writing styles are like that. You can tell that the author themselves is more intelligent. They're not just telling a story, they're making you want to read that story, and just did a really good job in that regard. And that is all I have for you concerning Hero Over Here by Kathleen Kudlinski. So if I didn't answer your question concerning this book, please go ahead and leave it in the comment section below, and I will do my best to answer it. I hope you're doing well. If you want to see more content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you in our next video. Goodbye. But it's spread like wildfire. Ugh.